What's up everyone, Derek Alexander here. I felt compelled to film this video because I'm sitting here in Tenerife with my team. We just ran an amazing retreat. This is the final night, everyone's getting together, we're all getting ready for dinner, and I was sitting in my room and I figured, you know what? I'm just gonna turn the camera on, just flow and share some of my thoughts because I've been in the industry of network marketing, direct selling, affiliate marketing, making money online, living from home, whatever you wanna call it. I've been in that space for close to a decade now. From 25 to about 27, I took a hiatus where I needed to reflect on my life and figure it out and learn more about myself because of a lot of successes and a lot of failures. And I think we all go through that in our own journeys. But when I look at the last decade of my life, from when I was 20, going to college, trying to make ends meet, to being 30 now, owning my own home, having a family and being financially independent, and looking at like the last 10 years of my life, I kind of think about this industry and so many different thoughts pop up, but honestly a lot of different emotions because truth be told, I have a completely love-hate relationship with this industry. When I first got involved in it, I had so much faith and belief and hope of what it could create in my life because I was really naive. I didn't really understand what this industry could do, and I didn't understand the pitfalls that came with it and also the success that came with it, and I definitely didn't know how freaking hard it was, how difficult it was to actually see success. And it was a lot of overpromising, and when push came to shove, it was a lot of under-delivering, and that's kind of what I was taught. So I found myself from 20 to 23 basically selling a dream. And when you do that long enough, there's gonna be people that are gonna overachieve and create success on their own because they have definiteness of purpose and ambition and drive, but there's gonna be a sea of stragglers that get left behind. And when you feel like you're selling things that may have an impact on people, but maybe not everyone you come in contact with, there's always this little piece of you that has a little bit of doubt, a little bit of guilt, a little bit of shame, because you want to make sure that what you share with people really adds value and adds a difference in their lives. Because if you speak, if you share, if you sell something, it's a transaction of emotion. People are feeling your empathy and they're going to swipe their credit card based off of what you share with them. And in my life, I got to a point where I want to make sure when I was in my early 20s that when I share something with someone in this industry, it is going to have a better impact on their life. Now, intent is everything. You know, you can have the best intentions in the world. And in my life, I really tried to make sure that I had really good intent with sharing stuff. But the reason why I took a big break in this industry is because I wanted to put myself into a position where I could really make sure that if I was going to share something with someone, whether it was online, peer-to-peer, warm market, hot market, cold market, that it was going to make their life better. That they were going to look back on the experience and be like, man, because of that, I feel better from where I am. And through this process, when I got back in the industry, it basically was a massive amount of failing forward to learn what worked and what didn't work all over again, because every year social media changes, it becomes more and more competitive to break out online, to create more exposure, and to learn new strategies with internet marketing to be able to monetize what you do. And if I look back from those 10 years till now, one thing that I would say, one piece of advice that I would give people is to just realize that so much of what people know about the industry is actually not accurate. So much of what people think is what really happens isn't true. This is not a get-rich-quick industry. It's not a make money from home by doing nothing industry. It takes some of the most hard work that I've ever gone through my entire life. It takes massive amounts of sacrifice. You have to sacrifice so much time by constantly being available for people when they need you, if they have a question, if they need you on a call. It requires you being in a position where a lot of your relationships have to be people in your business because you only have so much time in the day. And if there's people in your life that may be your friends but may not be in your same business, the more time you build relationships with people that are in your business, the faster you're going to achieve the goals you want. So that requires you to spend so much of your energy around people that all have the same vision as you. And when you're doing that long enough, it can be alienating sometimes if you're in a living situation where most of the people in your business aren't where you live. It can be lonely sometimes if you have people that you build relationships with and then they quit and they leave and go somewhere else and you feel like it was on you. It can be a very difficult business that can be filled sometimes with anxiety, with hopelessness, with scarcity, and you're wondering, is it all worth it? But as I look at my life right now, one thing that I'll tell you is that it is absolutely worth it. This industry has not only changed my life, but I feel like I've been able to impact so many other people in it. And what I've been able to do in years where I've done really well, years where I've done slower, years where I did well again, is I learned to not just blow all my money on stupid stuff. I tried really hard to live under my means, not care so much about needing to flex online and impress people, but spend more time trying to impress myself and who I am and be proud of the person that I look at in the mirror every single day. Focus on my family and giving them a life that's going to make them really happy and feel fulfilled. And if you can build something with the right intent, and in that process, make sure that as you start seeing success, not care so much about impressing everyone around you, but care so much more about impressing the people that you're serving and that you're helping, your life will start changing so quickly you won't even recognize it. I mean, sometimes people don't see me create a lot of stuff and a lot of videos, but it's because I pour so much love and attention and service into my private groups of my team, because really I'm there to serve the people that have asked to be served. And so I don't always create videos like this, but I just want to share, when I look at my last 10 years, it isn't this perfect story. If you see people posting online, going to sick retreats, going to beautiful places, posting money and all this stuff, there's probably a sea of failures that are not advertised on social media that they don't see. And I just want you to know that if you're in a position in your life right now where you're pushing, you're trying to create freedom for yourself, wherever you're at, you are not alone. And if things seem really low and really hopeless, probably every single person that you follow that's showing a certain narrative of their life has experienced the same thing, maybe even to a higher degree of hopelessness. And I want to encourage you to realize you have to stay dependent on your own goals, dreams, and whys, the way you got started. And every time a pitfall happens, have the understanding that if you just don't stop until you win, the only thing that you make certain is that you will win. May not be in a month, may not be in a year, may not be in a decade, but if you don't quit, the only other variable is to win. If you're stuck in your life, if you're in a position where you're trying to create more and you just feel like you're on that hamster wheel, DM me, message me, hit me up. I'm in a place in my life where I have so much fulfillment in what I've accomplished and what I've achieved and what I've helped my people achieve that I'm so excited and in love with the fact of serving them. But if you're in a position where you need help and you need guidance, ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. It's not weak. It takes courage to do it, but if you can and be vulnerable and open up, there are so many opportunities and platforms right now that can change your life, especially in 2023. So again, I know there's a ramble, I know it's kind of a rant, but I just felt compelled to just share and communicate and talk because I feel so grateful for the life that I have now. And I want people to understand that it's not easy. It takes a ton of time, but man, is it absolutely worth it. So anyway, just want to share some thoughts and a little bit of my feelings and my story. Appreciate you guys for checking in and just stay connected with me. I'll see you next time.